Hi all, this is a review of my Euro Kiwi sell trade I tried yesterday. So the setup I was looking at here was I have these sellers reacting over here and just pushing it down. These buyers are coming up in a weaker way than these sells down. Make a sell until at least these lows over here or over here at this low. So as said for another trade I took yesterday, I was attempting and managing this trade from the perspective of I see congestion and I'm trying to catch the congestion, but I'm trying to catch the congestion's breakout leg, and if I do not catch the breakout leg, I'm going to exit my trade and look to re-enter. So that was my thinking for this kind of for this kind of trade, in terms of how I would be managing it. Now, this sort of thinking I later realized is probably not worth it for congestions happening in the 3 minutes or the 1 minute, and this sort of congestion over here where sellers were putting up their positions. This was happening on the 3 minutes, so it's not worth it on those time frames or lower due to spread and commission costs. So getting in and getting out and getting back in is quite costly in terms of commissions. So that's the first thing. The other thing is getting back in may be a bit more difficult, especially if first of all an entry is not found. But even if an entry is found, because my overall read lately has been good, taking that actual entry is another issue altogether, because getting out for low return or even zero return or even a small loss and then looking to get back in, it's a bit of a psychological challenge for me to continually put risk again into the market to get that move. So that is something I could work on, but I have decided after the trades yesterday, which were a lot of the trades were like this kind of trade, where I was just attempting to catch the breakout move, and if it did not happen to be the breakout move, I would get out and try again. So I've decided that I will probably not do this anymore for lower time frame congestions, 3 minutes or lower, and actually have a wider stop loss. And since as long as my and the read is, which has been quite good recently, I will allow for pullbacks and I will sit through the congestion before the trade is in my favor. So that's the decision I've made, and hopefully through that I will be able to catch the big moves with just a little bit more waiting. So of course the ideal solution would be to actually find some way to catch the breakout leg, the last leg, and that would happen to be the breakout leg. So that's of course the goal, and that is what I try and do. But of course, for me it is quite difficult to do that. So if I would be interested actually to hear your comments on how you think we can catch the last leg, the last breakout leg, when we're in a sort of congestion zone. So anyway, back to these trades. I was managing it mostly on the 3 minutes because that's where the congestion belonged to, the 3 minutes. So on the 3 minutes, it's just loading. Okay, and scrolling back. It's just stuck. Okay. This is not good. Okay. So on the 3 minutes, I got in when I saw this congestion, and this move I saw as a sort of spike up to get sell liquidity from this resistance. So after that move came down, I hit the sell. I saw that there was another round of congestion or sideways action happening around there, and I allowed for this to happen, grabbing some more sell liquidity from this resistance and going down. And once this came down, I was watching this area, and I saw that price went up and came back down, and as soon as this showed failure signs of not being able to make a lower low than this low, I got out right there, and that was where my exit was due to the spread. For the second attempt, price just came up again and held below this resistance, and once I saw it consolidating around here again, I got in, and I again wanted this to be a breakout move. And so once price went down and started to go back up, showing that it was unable to break this low on this particular leg, I got out again. And at this point I sort of realized this is not great for my commissions, as I mentioned before. So I actually stopped trying, which was a bit of a mistake, because the whole story and the whole read was still on. I could have still done one more attempt, and even with the wider stop losses, if I wanted to stop managing it in this way, and written the move. So it ended up that this was just a lower high sequence building in. Price came down, tested this breakout from this congestion, and made it all the way towards my target. So close to catching this trade, but due to this active management, and also due to my psychological issues about hesitations to get out and get back in, get out and get back in, I missed the move. And this happened for multiple trades yesterday. So this key lesson for me is how I'm going to manage these congestion zones in future. That is, I'm not going to do so much of in and out on these time frames. So thanks, and comments and questions are very much welcome.